We're ready for the start of this hockey game. Let's head out to Garmisch. Here's Paul and Gary.
Are on the lines. Germany is in black, the Czech Republic in white as we kick off a busy and exciting day in the hockey world. Pressure on the Germans, but they are still considered, of course, the underdogs. Lots of pressure on the Czechs, and it is not that far a drive from the Czech Republic to here, about 5 hours. Puck handed away. MacKay looking. Tried to center it in front. He had Jan Benda drifting towards the slot. Couldn't get it to him, though. Benda is in front again. Here's Ustorf. Centers that puck in front of the net. And a penalty coming up. Peter Nedved hauling down Mark MacKay.
The way that they did in game number 1 against Sweden. The way that they did for the first 30 minutes. They were disciplined defensively, and they had lots of intensity.
Obstruction you can record, but not yet.
They also want to get some finishing off going for them, and Peter Nedved just hauls.
Ludemann will start back. He clears it up ahead. Hecht breaking down into the corner, number 29 for Germany. Hecht gets it back to Draisaitl. Draisaitl back to the line. Meyer shooting. Big stop by Turek as he stacked up the pads. Draisaitl working it around. 22 seconds left in the power play. Looking for a bit of room. They score! Ludemann. Mirko Lüdemann set up by Draisaitl on the power play, and it's 1-0 for the Germans.
Draisaitl been the Germans' top point getter thus far. The Germans have had great motivation in this hockey game, and for good reason. There you saw Ludemann just walking in right down the left of your screen, got that pass and just tapped that puck in. Watch it from this angle. Ludemann's walking in. He's just in a coasting motion. He has those legs apart, and he's just ready to receive that pass. Here he comes at you, folks. As soon as he got that puck, he directed it right into the empty side of the net.
And Pavel Patera. So this is a new combination for the Czechs. Normally, B.Holík had been out there playing with Nedved and Jágr. Here's Jágr, twisting around, gets it out to Patera, dropped it back in front of the net, and it's stolen by Daniel Nowak. Here comes Jágr, up and over the blue line. Nedved is trailing, he leaves it there. Nedved shoots, that's knocked away by Heiss. Reichel skating after it, turns up the speed. Ručinský coming up there with him, takes the pass, almost redirected that in behind Heiss. Tried to fire it on goal. Big play there by Kunce as he got in front of it. Germans back in the transition. Ustorf in front, they score! Jürgen Rumrich. And what do you know? It's 2-0 Germany.
Well, who would have thought this, folks?
26.
The Germans' counterattack game has been excellent, and here's a perfect opportunity for them. But you've got a question. What was Jaromír doing? Watch number 14 for the Czechs. He's just loafing, coming back. Rumrich got that puck, and boy, did he ever end up firing it. Short side, right along the ice.
Up along the boards, Jan Benda looking for Ustorf. Back to Goldmann. He shoots. That's tipped. Rebound in front. They score! Jan Benda has made it 3-0 for Germany.
Czechs are just falling apart out there. They started things off in this period by taking a bad penalty by Peter Nedved, and now defensively,
81.
they've lost it. Down 3-0 this early in a hockey game. Who would have ever thought that?
2 goals within 21 seconds.
Turek had no idea where that puck was. I don't think anybody else on the ice did except Jan Benda. He found himself with an empty net.
Czech team that is undisciplined play and not enough team play.
Now you see Nedved's penalty right there. He was angry that the goal had gone in, and he took his frustration out, and that earned him a trip to the penalty box. A very undisciplined play on Peter Nedved's part. 2 minor penalties early in this hockey game. The Germans back on the power play.
Germany on the power play. Draisaitl gets it back to the line. Takes the return feed. Top of the point. Fired in. Rebound. Benda with a shot. And Turek with a big save there. Up along the boards. Puck comes back out. Walking right up and firing it just wide was Daniel Nowak. It's loose in front of the net. Puck comes back. Heidt tried to... The team's at even strength, 11:49 to go in this first period. Kuchera dropped it off. That's fired up, knocked away by Heidt. On the boards, Reichel. Looking for Beranek. Ručinský up there as well. Ručinský over to pick it up, number 25. Reichel back to Ručinský. Tried to center it, rolled it out in front of the net. Sýkora was moving in from the blue line, but had no chance of getting there. He was picked by Lupzig. Ručinský taps it up ahead, and he'll throw it into gear. Kuchera is with him. Robert Long is the other forward out there. Here comes Kuchera. Long will charge up after it. Kuchera trailing along the boards. He gets it to him. Kuchera crashing up there, back of the net.
Get into the neutral zone right away. He has respect for the Czech players' skill level and felt that tonight may be the night they could start turning it on.
Here's Kaberle trying to get loose there at the top of the slot, just dishing it off into the corner. Jágr swooping into the play, gets it across. Procházka couldn't get the shot on goal. Here's Jágr. Procházka's down low, trying to work loose back in the net. Patera is up there as well. Jágr trying to do it himself here along the boards. Patera comes over to help out. Jágr bumping along the boards. Ludemann chops it away. And Benda gets it out to center. But here comes Patera back in. Leaves it there for Jágr. And Jágr's knocked down. Puck fired in there by Kadlec. Jágr giving chase along the boards. He's given a bump. Kaberle clears it up. Patera shooting from a sharp angle. He was in tight as well. And Josef Heidt.
There's a huge talent difference between these two teams.
Oh, I mean, the Germans outmatched in every game when you look at just the talent pool. Scores! Yeah, like I said, it's 4-0. Thomas Brandl. Man for man, they may be outmatched, but as a team, the Germans are firing on all cylinders. It's 4-0.
Czechs are asleep in their own end. Just defensively, they're not moving around very well, and Turek hasn't made great saves for them either. Thomas Brandl, who was expected, even though he's young.
The world champion Czech Republic. And that's all for Turek in this game. Peter Brisa coming in off the bench.
Well, all eyes today, really, and all the talk was on Olaf Kolzig, and why isn't he playing for the German team? Who would have thought that it would be Roman Turek that would be chased out of his cage very early in a hockey game with 4 goals on him with still almost 8 minutes to play in the first period. Unbelievable.
We were talking during the last commercial break about the the German upset of Canada at the World Championship. Here comes Jágr up along the boards, trying to spark a comeback. Jágr takes the pass, shoots. That's stopped by Heidt.
Got a pass away in the first place. There you see the penalty. The man going to the penalty box, Pyka, and Procházka was injured actually a few shifts ago. He was on the bench, and now it's obvious that he's off to the dressing.
Here comes Hamrlík. Hamrlík up to the line, looking towards the slot. Long moving up there. B.Holík out as well. Back at the blue line, Reichel. B.Holík trying to get loose in front. Here's Reichel. They work it back and forth. Heidt stopped that. Rebound in front. B.Holík couldn't get to it. Down. Nedvěd drops it off. Puck cleared cross ice. Jágr going hard after it. Here's Nedvěd intercepting that. Gets it out to Patera. Back to the line for Kaberle. Comes across. Kadlec fired that one wide of the mark. Patera after it. Here's Jágr. Jágr to Nedvěd. And couldn't get a good shot away. Couldn't get any shot away, really. Jágr trying to knock it down. The penalized player is back on. Look at the crowd down in front of Heidt. They try to get it out in front of the goal. This is Long. Takes the scenic route all the way in front. Reichel moving up there, dipping and diving. Rolls it right across in front of the net. And Nedvěd couldn't convert on the pass. He'd been knocked down. Brandl shoots. Rebound. Knocked along the boards. Brandl's got one. He almost had another there. Ručinský fires that one. Deflected into the corner. Stefan, for the Germans, gets it up along the boards and is just chopped out by Benda.
Good play by Benda. He took the check in order to get that puck out into safety.
Reichel tried to hit Ručinský, broken up. Here comes Benda with Ustorf. He shoots, and that was tipped up over the glass. Republic 10-9. Peter Brise in goal now for the Czechs. 4 goals chasing starter Roman Turek. Just tipped wide by Jágr. Kaberle chopping at it. Able to keep it in back at the blue line. Up for Patera. He'll have to contend with Kunce. Nedvěd up there to steal it to Jágr. Jágr, look at him handle that puck. Throws it across for Kaberle. Kaberle clears it up. Nedvěd couldn't get it. Doucet gets it up around the boards. Knocked down by Kaberle. Tapped up ahead there by Weber to Ručinský. This is Ručinský winding his way to the line. He's got some room down the left side. Cuts in. Ručinský still up there, but couldn't hang on. Weber gets it up ahead. Kaberle in front. Tapped on goal. Big stop by Heidt. Beránek and Long flashing in towards the goal.
And Pepe gets the Pepe here in his home rink. What a great save on his part. And what a great save at an incredibly important time. 1:18 to go in this first period of play. And the Czechs with their best scoring opportunity, and Pepe Heidt just took it away from them.
Here's Beránek. Puck really rolling on him. Ricocheted up off the boards, knocked down, smacked on goal by Lupzig. Rebound in front. Big stop. Lupzig, another shot. That almost went in. Brise got a piece of it. May have had some help from the post. But that is exactly the situation. The first period comes to a close. The Germans scoring 4 goals. The first one 2 minutes and 24 seconds in. And they lead it by a score of 4-0 after 1.
World Cup of Hockey live at the intermission is brought to you by Pepsi Stuff. People who drink it, get it. And
we are all set to go here in period number 2. And here comes Jágr trying to spark the comeback. Jágr shoots, and that is stopped by Heidt. Long shot. Off the boards, fired on goal. And a big stop there by by Brise. Ručinský shoots. Heidt stopped that one.
Because where it's at right now for the Germans.
Long in along the boards, drops it off. Reichel cuts in front. Reichel shoots. That's knocked away. Rebound, puck in on goal. And back come the Germans. Pyka lost that puck. Hamrlík clears it back ahead. B.Holík steps in. B.Holík in front of the net, slid it across for Beránek, and he just failed to negotiate contact. B.Holík fires it in. Beránek centers it. That's fired wide of the net.
Good job by Daniel Kunce in front of the net on Beránek.
Beránek fires that one into a crowd. Come up with that puck. Lupzig with it. Knocked away from him. Here's Jágr again. Jágr in over the line with Nedvěd. Patera lunging at it. He and Stefan up along the boards. Stefan coming away with that puck. Here's Jágr. Centers it in front. Kadlec picks it up. On the backhand. Trying to do something with it. Works it up for Nedvěd. Patera is in front. Jágr is down low back in the net. Heidt stops that. Patera couldn't get to the rebound. Here's Nedvěd. Trying to fish it loose. Patera with Jágr down low, gets it to him. Here's Jágr, cuts in front, shoots. Heidt stopped that. And Jágr appeared to take a high stick.
No one seemed to see it, though.
He is heading to the bench as play continues. And Jágr over towards the bench as play is finally stopped.
Kerry Fraser has called his linesmen in to see whether they saw.
Shafted the stick, got him on the chin. Here's another look.
But you can see that, watch Jágr's stick here. No, prior to that, actually, he was in the battle with Ludemann, who was trying to stop him going to the net.
Dieter Hagen along the boards. Back towards the front of the net, just fired wide by Rumrich as he cut in front. Germans really working that puck around. Is killing the Czechs, trailing 4-0 as we approach the halfway point of this hockey game. The Czechs facing elimination from the tournament. Here's Jágr, winding around, looking for some room, shoots, and that is grabbed by Heidt, and he hangs on to it.
I think Jágr's a little angry. We may see the best of Jágr in this game to come. He has been very disappointing in this tournament thus far, but he might right now decide that he's angry enough he's going to take over. The Czechs are hoping so. Peter Nedved was standing in front, but off to the side, so Pepe Heiss could see that puck clearly.
Number 7 trying to hack it loose, Stefan up there with him. Puck loose at the side, they jam away at it. Brisa firing the pad out there, and Lupzig very persistent. And he'll give chase up back of the net. Doucet centers it. Puck fired. Big stop by Brisa as he ripped out the pad on Jürgen Rumrich. And on goal. Pass up ahead for Beranek. Beranek coming in. Got it back out in front. And just knocked wide of the net. Brandl coming in over the line. In front to Hecht. Rolled it in on goal, and that is grabbed and held by Brisa. Knuckleballs wide of the net. Jágr up digging after it. He and Nedved. Puck centered in front, kicked away by Heiss. Kaberle fires it up. That was Patera in front who had a whack at it. Nedved to Jágr. Patera moving up into the play as well. Jágr twisting and turning, just looking for a bit of daylight, a bit of room, and having trouble finding it right now. Jágr swings around. Centered it across now. Kaberle looking. Rolled it right through the traffic in front. Jágr with it again. Nedved is in front of the net. Jágr trying to come out. Centers it. Nedved couldn't get his stick on the pass. He looked up and ran into Kaberle. MacKay back into the play. In front. Benda shoots. Fired it wide. Ahead 3:50 to play in the period. Here comes Hack in over the blue line. Hack up there with Pyka. Right in on goal. Loose puck in front of the net. Holík gobbles it up. And the Czechs come back. Things really opening up as Beranek takes the pass offside. Puck chopped up to set loose in front. Waiting, shooting, scores! Benoit Doucet on the power play, and it's 5-0 Germany.
Hey, when you've got a 4-0 lead, well, forget about a defensive power play. Might as well add one more goal in this hockey game. Peter Brisa got caught making his move a little too soon. Benoit Doucet just made a huge move on Peter Brisa, just making a great play right here. Watch, it's down to 1. Peter Brisa and Benoit Doucet. Doucet was able to use the backhand and put it neatly right up into the corner. You could see that Dieter Hagen was...
Here's Holík coming up, shooting right on goal, and that was stopped by Heiss. Offsetting penalties coming out of all of that, so the team's at even strength. Playing it 4-on-4. A little bit of extra room for Jágr. In front, one-handed, almost got it in. Heiss makes the stop and holds on to it. Ustorf was really battling Jágr.
And there's a penalty coming up on the Germans for exactly that. Obstruction called on number 12, Mirko Lüdemann. Well, he was hanging on to Jaromír Jágr. There you see he was doing his best to hitchhike and try to stop Jágr. And that's a tough task in itself. You could see Jágr maintained his balance and still, with one hand, got off the shot.
For 2, and when the third period gets underway, the Czechs will be on the power play. They will have a 4-on-3 man advantage for the first minute and 17 seconds. 5-0 Germany through 2.
72.
I'm Paul Romanoff with Gary Green at the ice rink in Garmisch-Partenkirchen here in Germany. Home game for the German national team. Kaberle to Jágr. Back to Kaberle. Fakes his shot. Over to Kadlec. Kaberle shooting it. That stop. Loose in front. Jágr lunging after it. Patera as well.
Took the pressure off.
Here comes Jágr. Sliding it down low. He'll set up. towards the front of the net. Kadlec with it. Jágr off to the side, takes it. Back out for Kadlec, works it across. Kaberle pounded it in on goal, but it's smothered in the pads of Josef Heiss. Reichel tried to hit Kadlec. That was broken up. And the team's back at even strength. Lead pass. Big chance. Oh, and just fired wide of the net. Doucet out of the box. Pardon me, Ludemann out of the box and into the play. That, if anyone, heading into this thing. Here's Heidt. Cranks it up there. That's stopped and held by Brandl. Has Brandl over to his right. Gets it to him. Brandl shoots. They score! Benda! 6-0 Germany.
You can see how lackadaisical the Czechs continue to be defensively. There's just no way that Benda should have been left there with his stick in that position. Just a perfect pass here by Brandl, who's already had a goal tonight. He just laid that puck right across the crease, seeing that Benda was standing there.
Here comes Jágr breaking in with Patera. Jágr charging it on goal, rolled it right through the goal crease, but nobody was home to finish the play off. Ustorf back the other way. Stepping in deep, Ustorf dropped it back in front of the net. Walking up, Heidt, he had a good chance. Ustorf after it in the corner. Sýkora gives the puck away to Ustorf. Throws it in front, Benda shooting, Brandl just got enough of that to knock it away. Benda gunning for the hat trick. Goldmann with a shot, that stopped, Brandl juggling and hanging on. And MacKay. Here's another chance. Ludemann rifled that one. And Lupzig mixing it up in front of the net, just back behind the play. His Washington teammate Stefan Ustorf, the other. Ustorf out there over in the corner watching Jágr on this penalty kill. Puck at the side for Nedvěd. Comes out, Kadlec shooting. That stop. Rebound. They scramble after it. Jágr shoots. He scores. Jaromír Jágr with a power play goal, and it's 6-1. Germany with a comfortable lead, but no shutout for Josef Heiss.
Well, finally, Jaromír Jágr gets that goal. You could see Patera really taking the abuse. He ends up getting that puck back to Jágr, who goes to his backhand, finally finds the room behind Pepe Heiss, and the Czechs get on the scoreboard. The Germans, under coach George Kingston, will be talking about team defense and composure right now and staying out of the penalty box.
Nowak at the line, not able to keep it in. Here's Nedvěd breaking up. Nedvěd comes in and hit the side of the net. Long shot from Lupzig, scores! Go figure. Andreas Lupzig makes it 7-1.
21, and I don't know who from.
Just a long shot. Watch it from here, folks. Lupzig just lets go. Now watch the puck. It goes right off the Czech defenseman's stick and then ends up hitting Brandl and surprising him, as if Brandl never saw that puck. Look at how far out it was when that shot was taken by Lupzig.
He will advance on to the next round in the inaugural World Cup of Hockey. Too bad they can't bring a bunch of these fans with them.
Oh, you bet they will be coming with them, Paul. You know the streets in Montreal will have a lot of German hockey fans, and if there are any seats available on any flights going to Montreal in the next couple of days, you can bet there will be people from this game tonight.
Well, they traditionally at the World Hockey Championship, along with the Swedes, they kind of give one another a run for the loudest, most enthusiastic fans. So we'll see whether that transplants itself to North America or not. "15 seconds to go.
one of the biggest nights in German hockey history.
The Germans shock the Czech Republic, crushing them 7-1 to advance on to the next round in the World Cup. Amazing.
Well, we knew going into today's hockey game that it was 60 minutes of sudden death hockey.